Live your life within the moment, and don't go wait until the morning. You never know when it is over. All that I know is we'll get older. So let us dance this night away.
Hello everyone. Welcome back to another video. Nice to see you again. I hope that everybody is keeping well during this festive season. Today's video, we are going to be covering phrasal verbs, a series of phrasal verbs. And those phrasal verbs are going to be keep up, fall behind, and catch up. I chose these phrasal verbs because they're closely related. And often my students get confused with these ones and they're not sure when and how to use these phrasal verbs properly. So let's get started. Let's start with keep up. Keeping up with the Joneses, very popular term or phrase, which means trying to continue or stay with at the same pace as the family next door, which in this case, hypothetically, are named the Joneses. Keep. Keep means to hold on to something or to maintain something. So keep up would then mean that we want to maintain or stay at the same pace as something. So let's look at it like a running race. Okay, we're going to use a running race for all three of our phrasal verbs today. So imagine you were running in a race and you needed to keep up with the leader. So that means you would be moving together in unison on the track as you ran down the track. So you were trying to keep up with him. Of course, we can use this phrasal verb keep up with many other things. So for example, maybe you're at work and you have a lot of workload, you have a lot of projects, a lot of customers or clients to call, and you're trying to keep up with that work, which means you're trying to maintain that pace. Okay? Next, I think it would be natural to talk about fall behind. It's kind of the opposite of keeping up. So let's go back to our race. So imagine you are now running in the race and you're keeping up, but you eventually start to fall behind. So what does that mean? You are not running or working at the same pace and things are backing up on you. Things are not running or being achieved at the same pace that they should be. So if I was at work, maybe my coworker might say, "Hey, Jay, you want to go out for lunch?" And I might say something like, "Actually, I really can't today. I'm falling behind on my work," which means I'm not keeping up with the general pace of things. And our last phrasal verb is catch up. So let's go back to the race. So imagine we've fallen behind in our race and we need to catch up, which means we need to run twice as fast as the leader in order to catch up to them or be in the same position as they are. So if we go back to a work scenario, maybe I might say to a coworker, "Hey, did you catch up on that project? Did you catch up calling the clients back?" Meaning, I know that they had fallen behind, and I'm asking them if they were able to return to the proper level or the proper volume or consistency with doing their work. We sometimes use catch up in a different reference as well, meaning to be updated. So you may say maybe to your mom, "Hey, I'm going to go out tonight. I'm going to catch up with my friend Derek, which means I haven't fallen behind in work or in a pace, but I've fallen behind in his life, in the news in his life. So I want to become updated. I want to be following his life in a current status or in a current way. So I may use catch up in that way as well. I want to give you a scenario or an example of me using all three of these phrasal verbs in the same idea. So imagine I own a home, and in the current situation, I'm having a little difficulty paying the bank my mortgage or paying back my loan. So I could maybe explain the situation like this. Wow, lately I'm really having trouble keeping up with my mortgage payments. The interest rates have really risen and it's just gotten really expensive. So I've kind of fallen behind on my payments. However, I'm planning in the near future to maybe work extra and catch up on my loan payments to the bank. Okay? So it's sort of an example where I can use all three. What I would like you to do at the end of this class is use all three phrasal verbs in the same scenario. So try to think of something in your life that maybe happens where you need to keep up, where you may possibly fall behind, and where you might need to catch up. Okay? So, as usual, I enjoyed having you watch today's video. Thank you to everyone that participates and adds their comments. And I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.